Hello, my name is Louis, and this is a quick overview video of some of the techniques I've used recently with the GH2 in terms of coloring it and grading it in After Effects. I'll just boot that up, and this is sort of a technique to get the techniques I use to get like a cinematic tone, so like a lot sort of flatter than you'd normally get out of the GH2. And this is like using I can't remember what hack I used exactly, but the data rate was pretty high. So like when boosting the shadows, it's quite nice that the noise isn't so sort of blocky, and digitally it's kind of nice and it can be removed quite easily as well. So let's drag it onto a new composition, and that's the kind of footage we got. Nice. Throw in some warp stabilizer stuff just to iron out the handheldiness. Let's just reduce some of it a bit. Not too extreme. Cool. Let's hide that warning banner for a second and start working on the grade. So, new adjustment layer. Call up invert. Chuck it on. Oh, before I go any further, to make sure I'm working in 16-bit mode, so to avoid any horrible banding and stuff, or if there were gradients and stuff, the 16-bit mode will help clear all that stuff up. Cool. Let's put that on a blend mode of soft light, effectively boosting the shadows and taking down the highlights. Let's also get a fast blur effect up, drag it on, and this has a kind of similar effect to an unsharp mask or a high pass type filter. So you can see you start getting this kind of haloing around the edges, and I usually keep it somewhere like around 2 and 3 for HD video, but it really does sort of sharpen everything up a little bit, as you can sort of see that. It's a lot flatter as well, but it just seems clearer, crisper. And I'll use a hue saturation as well to desaturate the adjustment layer, which brings back some of the color because it's not being it's not being counteracted by the blend mode. Cool. Cool. I'll call that flattern, and call up another adjustment layer and put the black and white effect on it. Maybe play with the colors to get some nice contrast. Not too much. Cool. Put this on multiply blend mode. So already getting this. Oh yeah, and yeah, I'll do it now. I tend to use like a 235 crop as well, just to add again to the sort of cinematic feel. Yeah, that works already. Nice. Cool. And then another adjustment layer, and throw some curves effects on there. And I'll tend to as well put a levels effect on there, even if I don't use it, because it's handy to see the histogram. So like let's boost some of the brightness back, but not too much. Maybe I'll use another curves for color adjustments. So bring back some of the blues and the shadows. Roll off when it gets to the mids. Let's see what take on the highlights. Just a tiny bit. Maybe some reds in the shadows, a bit more warmth to it. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's just name this BW, black and white, and color adjust. And that's pretty much it, really. Basically, for the sort of the stuff I've been doing, I think it gives a quite nice sort of cinematic type image. Let's just duplicate this. See if we can do a cool side by side. Ding ding ding. Whoop. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't work so well, but I'll render out the video, and yeah, thanks for watching.